From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Shot 17. Ready.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first look is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Smith red.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Ready.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Ready.
2 are going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Down right around the 25.
Has a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Okay, break. Double 38. Ready.
First carry for the boys. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That's one we'll continue to watch here in Week 3 of the NFL season. Complete to Likely. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
50 series.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Set, ready.
Tua now on 1st down.
Mostert bringing in the quick throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They run it again with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Ready.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Tua now on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Isaiah Likely with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Wilson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Drill, 52. 22 needle. Hey, don't steal.
To throw again on second down.
Tua.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On first down, Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Tyler
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Hill to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Down.
Now Tua. And Hill with it over the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. The 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the middle.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Gets around him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They try again with Cook. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to it quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you
to a hit, and the ball is out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
17.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two now on 1st down. Wilson's got it complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
First down catch there by Jalen Waddle. What a promising debut for the 6th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Led all rookies with 104 receptions, mainly catching passes from his college teammate, Tua Tagovailoa.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off of play action, Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.